Muslim Achievements by Ms. Peterson's Period 1 Social Studies class.
Algebra, when one uses letters to represent the values of numbers.
Who introduced algebra? Al-Khwarizmi introduced algebra to the Muslim Empire.
Algebra was originally called algebra.
The contributions of Muslim astronomy.
Claudius Ptolemy was an astronomer who thought that the Earth was the center of the universe. Muslim astronomers found and corrected many mistakes that he made. The astrolabe. The astrolabe was a small, flat, brass disc marked off in degrees. When you line up the pointer with the sun, the user could measure latitude, time of day, and determine the movement or position of stars and planets.
Muslim astronomers have affected us greatly. Without them, we wouldn't know the astronomy we know today.
The Islamic banking system.
The Islamic banking system was first of all very important to Islam because it ended confusion between different empires with different currencies within Islam.
The Islamic banking system made trade much smoother, and so it gave Islam all of their resources.
The Islamic banking system also followed the Islamic beliefs in the Sharia.
Calligraphy means beautiful writing. Calligraphy brings God's word into everyday life when it's used on plates such as the one below. The writing, usually taken from the Quran, contains a blessing.
Calligraphy artists or calligraphers were honored more than any other type of artist.
Geographic designs.
Muslim art doesn't usually contain any pictures of humans or animals.
They believed that the human or animal images would distract worshippers from praying to Allah.
Despite the religious guidelines, however, paintings of both humans and animals did not exist.
They could be found in private places like bathhouses, women's apartments, and the life quarters of the ruling class.
Since Muslims weren't allowed to draw humans or animals, they drew geometric designs instead. A common pattern was the arabesque.
The arabesque was a winding stem of leaves and flowers that formed a spiraling design. They decorated everything from small objects, metal boxes, ceramic bowls, tiles, to carpets and entire walls.
Many mosques feature calligraphy in their work since representations of God and human beings were not permitted.
Muhammad said that Allah had provided a cure for every illness.
Muslims were one of the first people to create hospitals.
It encouraged health, cured diseases, and it taught more people about medicine and medical knowledge.
House of Wisdom. The House of Wisdom was built in the 8th century by Caliph Harun al-Rashid. It was established in Baghdad.
The House of Wisdom was a library. It was an academy.
The House of Wisdom was the center of papermaking of its time.
The works in the House of Wisdom contain the Quran's collections of the Hadiths, sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, and books on the law, poetry, history, and the like.
The instruments of Muslim Spain. A lot of instruments like the trumpet, violin, and guitar originated from Muslim Spain. One of the most popular instruments that these Muslims used was the oud. It looks like a short-necked string instrument.
Muslim Spain music originated in Central Asia and Africa. Europe's first music school was built by an Arab named Ziria. This music was created during the golden age of Muslims.
The style of Muslims. Spain. People from Asia and Africa were hired to entertain royalty and important visitors. They developed an interesting style of music with a style of patterns and rhythms. Poets and musicians worked together and made songs about love, nature, and achievements.
Polo.
Where did they get it from and who did they give it to? Polo was introduced to the Muslims by the Persians. Muslims adapted and improved the game. Then the Muslims gave the game to the Europeans.
Polo is played with a ball, a wooden mallet, horses, and goals.
How did they improve polo? The Abbasid rulers loved the game polo. They valued racing fast movement, champion Arabian horses to improve polo.
Zoology.
Wow, look at that cow move. They got ideas about animals from the Quran, the Hadith, pre-Islamic poetry, proverbs, storytellers, sailors, personal observation, and Greek writings.
Al-Jahaz was one of the most forced scholars to explore zoology.
They made great advances in zoology during the Golden Age because for years Muslims' lifestyle and economy was dependent on animals. Muslims' lifestyle and economy were dependent on animals